You're listening to the Superpower Podcast, Superpower Kids Edition, where author, philanthropist, and Superpower Kids founder Neva Lee Recla inspires kids to discover their superpowers and change the world.
This is your Superpower Kid, Neva Lee Recla. And today we have on our show a very fantastic guest, Anne Gordon. So, fun fact, she's friends with Jillian Rutledge, my very first interview ever. We both met at New Media Summit, and she's a dolphin energy healer. That's amazing. And she created whale and dolphin wisdom retreats. Today we'll be talking with Anne about entrepreneur ideas for animal lovers. So without further ado, will you help me welcome our very fantastic guest, Anne Gordon. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Neva. It's a lot of fun to be here. Thanks for having me. I look forward to sharing with all of your listeners.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have you on.
Thanks.
I've been talking with my parents. I've been like, I can't wait to talk about dolphins and whales.
Yeah, who doesn't, huh?
I know. Sea creatures are amazing, so.
They absolutely are.
So, what are your superpowers?
What are my superpowers? I would say my superpower is that I can connect no matter where I am in the world, whether I'm in the desert, whether I'm in the mountains, whether I'm in my own bedroom with the dolphins and whales. And I can just sit down and ask them to send me messages or wisdom or help my clients. And they send me, it's like watching a movie in my mind. I just send me all these visions and messages that to me sometimes make no sense at all. But when I share it with my clients, they're like, yes, that's exactly right. So I think that's
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, how did you get the idea to become a dolphin energy healer?
It's a good question. I've always worked with animals. In fact, my very first spoken word was doggy. Not mom, not dad, doggy. And so I've always loved animals. I worked as a zookeeper. I trained animals for educational programs in schools. I took tigers out to school assemblies. And I also trained animals for movies and television, like movies like Homeward Bound, Snow Buddies. I did Snow Buddies.
Snow Buddies. Yeah, I watch all the like Buddies movies. So, and I love talking dogs. So it's really cool to find out that I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, you can see my name on the screen. In the credits, I did Air Buddies and Snow Buddies. And I also grew up in Washington State where my dad had a boat. Nice. And every summer we went out on the water, and I grew up watching the orca whales.
Ooh.
So since very, very young, I've always been around the dolphins and the whales. And then
awesome.
So it's been very cool. So then I got hired on a movie that was filming in the country of Panama. So I went on this film, and that film hired as the actors a tribe of Indians who still live way out in the jungle, no electricity, no internet, not even cell phone signal. So really, that people like that still live today.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know, it's so amazing. And so I got to spend time with them and visit their villages on the weekends. And I was so impressed with how happy they are without any technology at all.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing with each other. They're having conversations. They're just really, really happy. And then
instead of Minecraft, they have their own Minecraft.
Exactly.
They get to build their own blocks.
That's right. They build everything they need, their houses, their boats, everything out of nature.
Wow.
And then I actually fell in love with one of them, and I married him.
That's awesome.
So that brought me to Panama, where I still live. That's where I'm talking to you from today.
That's cool.
I've got toucans flying around out the window. And so I realized that while I'm here in Panama, there was nobody doing whale watching in this country at all. So, and we have whales that come from both Antarctica and Alaska to breed and give birth. So we have a lot of whales, and nobody was taking anybody out to see them. So I started I pioneered the whole industry of whale watching in this country.
Wow.
Wasn't easy, but I did. And then I love all things spiritual. Meditation, animal communication, telepathy, all of the wisdom we can learn and download. So I combined my spiritual love with the dolphins and whales and created these retreats where we can go and spend 5 days out in the islands on a tropical paradise beach, go out on a boat every day and hang with the whales and dolphins. And then I teach and lead meditation so people can develop their own deep connection with the whales.
That's so awesome. So I have another really good question that I'm very curious about. So it's actually my next question. So when you're healing like the dolphins, how do you do it?
Well, the dolphin energy healing is actually the dolphins healing you. So there's been many studies and accounts of people being with dolphins and spontaneously tumors disappear, chronic back pain disappears, and people who have suffered from severe depression come out happy.
Wow.
One time spending with the dolphins. So I went to a special school called Dolphin Heart World that trained me how to tap in to the dolphins. It's almost like I'm a straw. And I just step aside. I just mentally tell myself, okay, I'm stepping aside. Dolphins, I give you permission to use me as your channel to send your powerful healing energy to my clients.
That's awesome.
So
they're beautiful creatures, and I think that people are true when they say that dolphins are smarter than humans.
I'm with you. I totally agree. Now, they've been on this planet for 30 million years.
30 million?
30 million. And us humans, it's about 250,000 years. Very tiny amount.
Yeah.
So they got life figured out on this planet. How to live in harmony, how to live without war, how to treat each other with respect. So there's a whole lot we can learn from them.
Nice. So how did you come up with the idea to form a business around your love for dolphins and whales?
Well, I'll be totally honest with you. It's because I wanted to spend as much time as I could out on the water with the dolphins and whales. And I'm not, super wealthy. So I didn't have the money to hire a boat every time I wanted to go. So by creating a business around the thing I want to do the most, gets me out on the water and I get to share it and educate the people that come with me.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I have one last question, then we need to take a quick break.
Okay.
But with the whales, how do you meet them up close?
Well, we go out, I observe, I watch to see where they are on the boat, and the captain of the boat and I work together, and we go over near the whales, but never too close. We want to be respectful.
Because they'll swim away.
Exactly. We don't want to push ourselves on them. So what we do is we just go kind of, say the whale's over here and we're over here. We kind of angle in and then we go parallel to them.
Well, that's cool.
So that the whale always has the choice to swim away or to get curious and come next to us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So where can people go to find out more about you?
Sure. My website, I'll give you the short version, is whalewisdomretreats.com.
Awesome. You should definitely go check it out because I was on your website earlier and I saw a bunch of amazing pictures. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We've been talking with Ann Gordon about entrepreneur ideas for animal lovers. We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/thenet to learn more.
Okay, we're back and we've been talking with Ann Gordon about entrepreneur ideas for animal lovers. So earlier we were talking about like your love for whales and stuff, and I thought that was really, really cool. So when you're talking with the animals and you're up close with them, whenever you're with a whale, like have they ever come up close to the boat?
Sure. I've had them come within inches of the boat. And I've actually even once, we had a humpback whale. It was a young baby. He was probably 3 months old. And he came away from his mom, came over to the boat, and got to the boat and leaned on it. For like 2 breaths.
The boat?
He leaned right on next to the boat.
That's
the boat
awesome.
was too tall for us to like get real close to him, but we were like, maybe 3 feet away, and it was so amazing. Such a beautiful gift.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, what were you like as a kid?
I was shy. I was very shy. I wasn't very comfortable with people, which is why I liked animals so much, because I felt safe with the animals.
Nice.
So we had dogs and cats when I was a kid, and I spent a lot of time with them. And I would just go out by myself. And we lived in an area where it was very safe for me to do this. And I would go from like 6 years old on up. I would just walk by myself in the woods, in the fields, and just exploring and observing nature. And
that's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, I was always outdoors as a kid.
Yeah. I'm sometimes quiet and shy, and then I'm sometimes way out there. It depends what the people around me are doing. Like, if some of my friends are like acting weird and going crazy and stuff, I'll be like, you do you. But just stay a few feet away from me.
Right.
But then if everyone's kind of calm and chillax, I get bored. I want to start a party. That's me.
Cool.
So if a kid wants to do what you're doing, how can they start?
I would say first you want to learn as much as you can about if it's whales, if it's dogs, if it's horses, if it's elephants, whatever animal that you love and you feel drawn to the most. Just learn as much as you can about them, because when you get to be with them in person, it's like you already know a lot about them.
Exactly.
Right?
You don't want to go meet a whale and then have no idea what to do.
Right. You want to know that they're mammals and that they need to come to the surface to breathe. Mm-hmm. You want to know, is it breeding season or is it feeding season? Are they thinking about their food, or are they thinking about taking care of their babies right now? Mm-hmm. So that way you know how to behave when you're with them.
Exactly. Because that's really important with animals. Absolutely. Just like humans, you want to be respectful.
That's exactly it. All life needs to be respected.
Exactly. Even if they don't talk human.
Even if it's a worm in the dirt or a snake in the grass, whatever it is, a bird flying by, everything has a right to be respected.
Exactly. As long as they're on this earth, they deserve to be respected.
Yep, we're all equals on this planet.
Exactly. So, what is your favorite part about, like, just chilling out with the animals?
Oh, there's just so much. I just feel so full in my heart when I'm with them. And it's also seeing my guests and watching how happy they are, Because when there's a dolphin riding the waves in front of a boat or a whale surfacing in front, it is literally impossible to think about the things that you've done in the past that you're not proud of or guilty of, or the projects you have in the future that you're worried about. All that goes away. And you're in this beautiful moment of right now.
Yep.
It's such a beautiful gift that we, in our busy world, don't get very often.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that are just focused on the future and the past. And I still do that sometimes.
We all do.
It's really cool when you get a moment to just be like, what was I worrying about?
Yeah, and the beauty is that even the most toughened adult, I had a guy on a recent trip, he was Russian, and he was typical tough, gruff, big Russian guy. And he kind of liked to argue, and he was rah, rah. And after a couple days with the whales, he was filming for a documentary he wanted to make. And he heard a voice in his head, and the whale said, "Put the camera down." And so he put it down on the last day, and this big, tough Russian man was sitting on the boat in meditation position, Om, to the whales, singing Om. And he was like, it turns everybody into a little kid.
Exactly.
They get happy, they get playful, and they remember exactly how it was. And we adults forget how to play and laugh. Like you kids are much better about that. And we need to learn from you. And the whales and dolphins remind us how to do that.
Yep, I agree. Looking at my questions. So like, what if a kid is a little shy and something, and they kind of want to hang out with animals more, but they don't know how to be respectful or be polite to the animals so that they don't run away?
Sure. There are one good way to do that is to find some place where you can be, like, maybe if you have a dog, take a dog obedience training class with them. And the trainer will teach you how to move around the animal, how to work with them, how to understand them better, read their body language. And you can even watch educational videos about animals and really watch and understand how they survive in life, see how their body moves. And or you could even volunteer, like at a humane society or an animal shelter. They need all the help they can get to provide quality time for the animals there, and they will teach you.
Exactly.
So those are great ways.
So I have a dog, so I'm very glad that you said that.
Cool.
So really fast, before we move on to Super Neva questions and stuff, like, if an animal is shy, like, can animals be shy?
Sure, they can absolutely be shy, especially if they've been treated badly by somebody in their past.
True. Exactly. So if, like, an animal is shy, per se, and a human wants to get close to them, how can they get close to them without hurting the animal?
Sure, that's easy. Never force yourself. Never try and push yourself and go right up to them. You can say, if it's a dog that's shy, you can just sit down on the ground.
Exactly.
But don't even try and put all your attention on them. You can,
because they don't want to feel forced.
Exactly. That's too much pressure.
I know.
So maybe just turn your body a little bit away and look elsewhere, but still be inviting them with your body open to them. Maybe you have a cookie in your hand, but hold it out to the side, not full pressure. And just be very, very patient and let them come to you, but extend like an energetic invitation without this looming into them.
Yep. So I think we have to move on to Super Neva questions.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to do this because it's like the funnest thing in planet Earth.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you have to answer questions as fast as you can.
Okay.
Without like stuttering or adding more.
I'll try.
So what's your favorite color?
Blue.
I love that. What's your favorite animal?
Whale.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
In the ocean.
In the ocean. Which do you like better? Whale or dolphin? I guess that already answered my question.
I love them both, but probably whales.
If you could say one thing to kids that want to be more empowered within themselves, what would it be?
Trust yourself. Trust your inner intuition.
I love that advice.
Good.
If someone was maybe like shy and being treated poorly and they wanted an animal friend, like a friend just to be there that isn't a human, what animal would you suggest?
Well, there's so many. Sorry, there's a helicopter going over right now, if you can hear it.
Yeah.
I would suggest dogs or cats, are so special. Horses are special, but need a lot more care. But dogs and cats are so easy.
Yeah.
And a wild animal is really hard and sometimes not legal. You can have friends with them, but not have them as a pet. But dogs and cats, there's so many, especially abandoned ones, that need to be adopted, and they can be really amazing friends.
They can. Yeah, my dog, she's a really good friend of mine, so.
Yeah.
Fun fact, she sleeps on my bed.
Oh, my dog's always slept on my bed.
So, let's remind people one more time where they can go to find out more about you.
Sure. The website is whalewisdomretreats.com.
whalewisdomretreats.com. Awesome. So we need to do funny face time. So make your funniest face in 3, 2, 1. Wait.
You like my shark fin up here?
I love it.
Or dolphin fin, either way.
Either way. Would you like to join me in the sign-off?
I would love to join you in the sign-off.
Awesome. So remember, kids, we all have superpowers, and we can change
the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna. It was amazing.
Thank you for having me. It was a real joy. Thanks for bringing all this joy and play to the world.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Superpower Up podcast, Superpower Kids Edition. Go now to superpowerkids.com and discover your superpowers today.